In this video, I want to show you how to find large event sites that are popular in your area wherever you live in the world, okay? And I'll show you exactly how I did it for my own events and how I got a lot of attendees. So let's say you search for events in San Francisco, and you can replace the city San Francisco with whatever city where you live. And what you'll see after you get past the ads, what you'll see is a lot of event sites will come up in Google. And what you're going to want to do is go through them and see, are they what's called UGC, user generated content, meaning can you add your event to the site? So here is one website that I actually used for my events, sffuncheap.com. Obviously this one was specifically for San Francisco. So I would click on it and I would look, can you add your event? Usually they will have a button like this, an option you see of add event. Here they also have the option to advertise, which I would actually seriously look into, because from experience, when I used to post my events here, if this site did not promote my event very much, I would get almost no traffic from it. But if this site promoted my event, meaning like, see how like some events are really featured highly and some events are not, the ones you don't see are not? Well, most people are going to see this and they're going to get a far higher attendance. I used to get dozens of people from this site per event for every event I ran just from this website for free. I didn't even advertise, but if you advertise, you'll get even more attendance. And the advertising rates are relatively cheap usually on these kinds of sites. And in this site, you see the add event button is here. Sometimes you'll see the add event option elsewhere. Sometimes it will be on the bottom of the site, like in the footer, so you have to really browse it. If we go back, let's say we go back and we look at, we're going to skip Eventbrite because we tackled that elsewhere, but let's say we look at SF Travel. Again, you'll see that they also have an option. Click here to add your event, and you would click here and you would get the form to fill out your event options. And if we go back to the search results, you can go through a bunch of these sites. Like for example, I would go through the first like 4 pages or something and just check which are all the events sites in my area where I can post events, because I'll make that list of popular event sites, and every time I have an event, as soon as I've planned it, the very first thing is I would post that event on all the event sites that are user-generated content sites, because 1, these sites come up in Google. 2, these sites have their own traffic when people go directly there. So imagine if all the local event websites in your local area are promoting your event. Now, if you have a specialized event, like for some specific industry, some of these sites maybe won't be that helpful, but still a lot of extra people will be finding you. And some of these event sites, as you go through the list, some of them will let you add your event, some of them will not. The ones that don't, just skip them, because there's plenty of sites that allow you to add your event. Let's look at another one just for an example. Let's say this one, SF Tourist Maps, and we'll go through the usual hunting for can you add your event here. Like usually you would browse for options to allow you to post your events. Here, I don't see anything. Here, I don't see anything, right? So maybe then you'll go scroll all the way to the bottom and see, is there anything here? And in the worst case, all these sites have a contact me page or contact us, and you can reach out to them and see how can you add your events? How can you get promoted? But generally speaking, wherever you are, about half to a little over half of the sites typically allow users to add their events. And if you think, oh, this is not global, this is just for events in San Francisco, well, let's look at a different example. So I searched for, Cape Town events, right? I just wanted to see what's going on there, like very different. This is South Africa. So I'll go and I'll look at what's the first item that comes up. Okay, let's click that. And first of all, you can advertise, you can promote your event like that. But also, as I scroll down, look, you see you have an option, submit an event. Perfect. You see, so you can do this wherever you live. Do this for your city. And if you live in a suburb, do it for the nearest, biggest city. And you'll find a whole bunch of sites that you can post your event on. And as I mentioned earlier, these sites used to bring me many, many attendees for free. And if you pay to advertise there, it's going to boost that even further by a lot. And the best part is you already know how to create a great listing that's attractive to visitors and is good for SEO. So you'll be getting a lot out of these sites right away.